Never change your personality for anyone. That sentence sounds simple, almost like something you scroll past on social media without thinking twice. But if you really sit with it, it carries a weight that can shape your entire life. Because the truth is, most people don't lose themselves all at once. It doesn't happen in a dramatic moment where everything falls apart. It happens slowly, quietly, one compromise at a time, one forced smile, one swallowed opinion, one moment where you decide it's easier to adjust. Who you are then to risk losing someone. And before you even realize it, you're no longer living as yourself. You're living as a version of you that was edited to fit into someone else's comfort zone. From a young age, we're taught, directly or indirectly, that being accepted matters, that fitting in matters, that being liked matters. And there's nothing wrong with wanting connection. It's human. But somewhere along the way, many people confuse connection with conformity. They start believing that in order to be valued, they must reshape their personality, soften their edges, silence their truth, and become more acceptable. And that's where the problem begins. Because the moment you start changing your personality for someone else, you're making a silent agreement that who you truly are is not enough. Think about that. Really think about it. Every time you hide your real thoughts, laugh at something you don't find funny, agree with something you don't believe in, or act differently just to keep someone around, you are sending a message to yourself. And that message is dangerous. It says, I need to be someone else to be loved. But that is a lie. A powerful, destructive lie. The right people in your life will never require you to become someone else. They won't ask you to shrink your personality or dim your energy. They won't make you feel like your natural way of being is too much or not enough. Instead, they'll see you completely, honestly, and choose to stay. That's real connection. Not the kind that's built on pretending, but the kind that grows from authenticity. Now, here's the hard truth. When you refuse to change your personality for others, you will lose some people. Not everyone will like you. Not everyone will understand you. Some will walk away because you didn't adjust yourself to fit their expectations. And yes, that can hurt. It can feel like rejection. It can make you question yourself. But what you need to understand is this: losing people who only accepted a modified version of you is not a loss, it's a release. It's space being created for people who will accept the real you. Because imagine living your entire life performing. Imagine constantly thinking before you speak, filtering every reaction, adjusting every behavior just to maintain approval. That's exhausting. That's not living. That's surviving in a role you never chose. And the worst part, even if people like that version of you, it's not truly you they're connecting with. It's the version you created to please them. So even when you're surrounded by people, you can still feel completely alone. Staying true to your personality requires courage. Real courage. Because it means standing firm in who you are, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it would be easier to just go along with things, even when you risk being misunderstood. It means accepting that you won't be everyone's favorite person, and being okay with that. It means choosing self-respect over approval, authenticity over acceptance, and truth over temporary comfort. Your personality is not something random. It's shaped by your experiences, your values, your thoughts, your emotions, your perspective on the world. It's a reflection of everything you've been through and everything you stand for. So why would you trade that for someone else's expectations? Why would you reduce something so unique into something so ordinary just to fit in? There is strength in being unapologetically yourself. Not in a loud, arrogant way, but in a grounded, confident way. The kind of confidence that doesn't need validation. The kind that says, "This is who I am. I'm open to growth, but I won't erase myself for anyone." Because yes, growth is important. Improving yourself, learning, evolving, that's part of life. But growth is different from changing your core personality just to be accepted. Growth comes from within. Changing for others comes from insecurity. And insecurity is often the root of this problem. The fear of being alone. The fear of not being liked. The fear of not being enough. These fears push people to adapt themselves constantly, hoping that if they become what others want, they'll finally feel valued. But that kind of validation is temporary. It fades quickly, and it leaves you feeling even more empty than before. Because deep down, you know it wasn't real. Real confidence is built when you accept yourself fully. Not just the parts that are easy to love, but also the parts that are different, imperfect, or misunderstood. When you stop trying to fix your personality to match others and start embracing it instead, something changes. You become more at peace, more stable, more real. And ironically, that's when people start respecting you more. Not because you tried to impress them, but because you didn't. There's something powerful about a person who doesn't bend easily. Not in a stubborn way, but in a self-aware way. Someone who knows their values, knows their personality, and chooses to stay aligned with it. That kind of person doesn't chase acceptance, they attract it. Because authenticity has a magnetic quality. It draws the right people in and naturally filters the wrong ones out. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you feel like you need to change who you are just to keep someone in your life, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this connection worth losing myself over? Is this person adding value to my life? Or just shaping me into someone I'm not? And most importantly, if I have to become someone else to be accepted here, is this really where I belong? You deserve relationships where you can be yourself without hesitation, where your personality isn't criticized, controlled, or reshaped, but appreciated, where you don't feel the need to constantly adjust yourself, where you can exist freely, speak honestly, and express naturally. That kind of environment doesn't require you to change. It allows you to grow. At the end of the day, your personality is your identity. It's what makes you different from everyone else. And in a world where so many people are trying to fit in, being yourself is actually one of the rarest and most powerful things you can do. Don't give that up. Not for attention, not for approval, not for anyone. Because the moment you start being fully, unapologetically yourself, you stop living for others and start living for real.